Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sphinx. This plane is actually the design that I attempt on designing a budget-friendly fighter plane. As you can see, this plane is actually the same size class as the Eurofighter Typhoon if this is a real fighter jet. And I just say that because they're actually the same scale, they use the same paper, and they have the similar geometry and size. But this one, it has these huge leading edge extensions, which means improved AOA ability. Yeah. Aside from this, it has also some features like the canards, these huge delta wings, color changing cockpit, landing gears, 4 missile racks, huge tail fin, and most interesting thing is, as you can see, the engines are see-through. Yeah. You can just say that the intakes and these afterburners, they're directly connected. The airflow can just go from here all the way back to here. Pretty realistic looking feature. You can almost just place some microjet engines or EDFs right in the back if these kind of things actually exist. Yeah. And actually, this is basically one of my most realistic looking designs here, and this kind of thing actually also helps to improve aerodynamics for this jet, because most origami planes that have these features, you always see that even if the engine pods are connected, like my F-14, there would always have some sort of things that blocks the way because the intakes and the afterburners are separate parts. So they just create some sort of like a wall or something like that. But this one, it's hollowed, it's all the way see-through, as you can see, like this. So it also reduces the drag and improves performance of the aircraft. So let's begin. Well, to begin with, you start on a square sheet of paper, full paper, and this paper demonstrated here is 40 centimeters. And yeah, gold looks pretty good. And let's do some diagonal folds. And you also fold the paper in half, like this. I'm going to be a little quick because this is the same base as the Eurofighter Typhoon. And fold it, and you just have to follow one of the sides and fold this down. And let's fold this all the way up, like so. And you have to make sure that this line right here matches right with the center line. Flip this over and mirror this part right here. Fold this over, like so. And return to this step and fold this down. Like so. And same for the other. Repeat it on the other side. Like so. Fold this down. Now let's open it up, and you just have to notice that here you have this intersection that creates by those two kite folds right here, as you can see. And same for the other side. And what you're going to do is just fold this all the way up. And this point should land almost right at this tip, but still you have to leave a gap or your paper will tear. And let's mirror it on the other side, like so. And then you fold this down, and same for the other. And repeat, but in the opposite direction. And then open this up. And now you just have to follow the intersection here and fold this over and match this point right here to this line, and fold it down and Repeat on the other side. And again, repeat it. Yeah, this is just repetitive stuff. And now you just have to see, yeah, fold them over. Like this. And pull this up. Repeat it. And fold this around. And open this up. Collapse it. And you fold this over. And on the other side, you also do this. And open this up and collapse it. And same for the other side. Now we are here now. And you should notice that you have two sides that have this sort of lines, and this is the opening. And let's take a closer look. Alright. And here, you just have to fold this down. And this one, fold it up. Like so. And then return to this step. And fold these two flaps right at the center, like so. Yeah, this is what you get. And on the opposite side of this, you just have to repeat same steps right here. And this part, you also fold it down right at this part. And you also fold this all the way up in half. And you should notice that you have this areas and just have to fold this over and match this line right at this line and reinforce the crease. And same for the other. Oops. And then return to this step, and you just have to follow this line right here and match it right at this crease and fold this over like so. Reinforce it like so. Yeah. And now you just have to connect these 2 points at the end of the crease and move it upwards. Fold it over. And you should also notice that here you have this crease, and it's right at the tip point and intersection of these two lines, and you just wrap this around, fold this over, and same for the other side, and collapse it, reinforce the crease and open this up, and return to this step. And now you just have to fold these over, and these two parts will be easier, and just have to fold this down and fold these two flaps in like so, and return. And then you repeat on the other side, and yeah, and return to here to this sides that have these lines at the opening, and then you just have to unfold everything. Alright, we are back, and let's zoom out again. We are back from the start. Back to the start, and let's take a look at your crease patterns. So basically you should notice that this is quite clean and have this line right here, and on its opposite side it has some of the most messy creases here. It's pretty messed up. And these two sides, the crease is symmetrical, they're the same. And what you're gonna do is this part that seems a little bit more messed up, this point goes up, and all the rest of the points, it goes in here. And it's like this, basically. And here, this point goes up. Let's see, gotta be careful. Come on. And yeah, it should be like this now. It shrinks down, and you have this on the top and the rest at the bottom. And on the other side, it should look like this. Yeah. And now you just have to fold it down like so. Yeah. And let's start fold the flaps in. Let's zoom in first. Oops. And fold it over. And same for the other side. And fold this over. Reinforce the creases and fold this one over and collapse it. And open this up. And fold it over, and maybe we can reinforce the creases, and let's fold these in. And same for the other. And let's go to this side and continue process. Yeah, just repeat it. Yeah, this base is not hard, it's just a lot of repetitive work you have to deal with. And alright, we're here now. Just this detail here. And reinforce the creases you made. Congratulations, you just made your base. Alright, let's continue. So first off, we have to start from this side that have this tip right here. And let's fold these two flaps over, matching these 2 points. But don't do anything further. And repeat on the other side. Yeah, this is what you get. And then you just have to fold these flaps all the way up. And these two will also be opened. And come on. Yeah, this is what you get. And here you have these flaps and just have to fold it up. again, fold this all the way up like so, and same for the other. Reinforce the creases you made, and you also have these flaps. You just have to repeat the process, and again. And again. Now we have these flaps, and just continue doing this process. And again. Just be careful. And yeah, again. What am I doing here? Now, return, unfold everything. And what you're gonna do is open this up, and here, this part, you just follow this line and fold this down, and this part you also fold it down, and here you just have to open this up and collapse it, and it creates some sort of shape that looks like this. And we can reinforce the creases. Like so. Repeat on the other side. Open this up and collapse it and fold this down. Yeah, this step is very similar to the Eurofighter Typhoon, but I modified it a little bit. Yeah. And let's see, you can also fold this down like so. Pre-fold it, and same for the other side. Return to this step. All right. Oops, not here. Also fold this all the way down. This part, fold it in the middle. Return here, and just have to, let's see, let's go to this side, and no, here. You open this up, and you follow this part and this line. Fold it over and collapse it like so. Yeah, this is what you get. And on the other side, it should look like this. And you have this point landing right at this crease. Let's reinforce the creases you made, and let's do it to the other. And let's see, now again, and repeat it. Oops, we forgot to open this up, and this is what you get. You can also check the symmetricity on both sides. All right, this is what you get, And let's see, so now you should just open this up and fold this all the way up. Yeah, that's where your 4 missile racks come. And what you're gonna do is a little bit tricky, and just have to fold this down and fold this all the way down. And come on, just a little bit. Yeah, it should look like this now. And return to this step and open this up, and here it should be like, fold this down, and this part, wrap it around, and this part, fold it over and collapse it like so. Don't forget to reinforce your creases. It looks like this now. Yeah. And now you just have to, let's see, you fold this all the way up, right at this line. Yeah. And fold this all the way down, right in the half, and land it like so. Yeah. And let's reinforce the creases, and then return to this step, and this part, it should fold it over. It's a little bit tricky, but you'll make it. And this part, it just fold itself to the other side. Yeah, I just say folds itself. And let's see, suggest some of those twists here. These are really annoying stuff, and use the charger block to reinforce the creases. And let's return to this step. And match these 2 points and fold it over like so. So you can create some sort of reinforcement and fold it over. And return to this step like so. And then let's see, repeat on the other side. Oops. Just be careful. And fold this over. And this part, fold this all the way down. And collapse it. Then fold this over. And this part, wrap it around. Yeah, oops. There's something wrong here. reinforce the crease. All right, and fold this all the way up. And fold this down. Like so. And let's wrap this around. And fold this down. And adjust some parts a little bit. And collapse it. And now just match these 2 points and fold it down. And again, reinforce the creases you made and fold this up like so. And fold this over and reinforce the creases you made. And let's compare it, check the symmetricity here. All right. Now let's go to this side with this pocket. That's the top. And let's pull these layers out. Kind of a tricky step. And this part, you just fold it over and collapse it. Reinforce the creases you made. Yeah. And repeat on the other side. Come on. This is a little bit tricky here, and reinforce the crease and collapse it. Come on. Reinforce the crease you made, and again. All right. Now you just have to open this up and fold this over, and you notice that here we have this crease right here, and just have to follow it and fold it down. And you also have to match these points here like so, and collapse it. Come on. And yeah, let's adjust it a little bit. Oops. Keep reinforcing. And let's do it to the other side. Open this up and fold this over and collapse it. It shouldn't be that hard. and this is what you get. Again, check the symmetricity here. Yeah. Alright, let's return to this step and flip this flap over. Well, or we just don't have it. Don't need that unnecessary step. And yeah, let's adjust the layers a little bit first. Just try to make it comfortable. Yeah, this is what you have. And now you just have to fold this down. You have to match this line first, and this part it also has to line up. And return. Open this flap and fold this over and collapse it like so. And then you open this up and fold this over and fold this down like so. And this part you just have to lift it up and fold this all the way up like so. Yeah, that's the inner missile rack, and collapse it. Yeah, this is what you get. Maybe we can get closer now. Yeah. Now let's repeat on the other side. No, not to repeat. Continue this. Yeah. And fold this down like so, and then use the tweezer. This is the outer missile rack, and fold this over and collapse it, and then you just have to lift it up and fold this in and collapse it. Now you have this flap over here, and that's going to be the landing gears. And what you're going to do is first you just fold this all the way up like so, and then repeat to this side, fold this up, and let's see, adjust it a little bit and fold this down. That's gotta be your landing gear, the rear ones, and fold this over and wrap this around and collapse it. Now fold this down and fold this over. Yeah, it should be like this. Now let's repeat the process on the other side. Yeah. First, you're gonna fold this down and open this up. Yeah. And fold this up. Yeah. And let's see. And open this up. And upwards and collapse it. So now you just have to fold this up and fold this down and fold this down and repeat. First we had to fold it over and fold this down and open this up. Fold this over and fold this up. Like so. And fold this over here. Now just have to fold this flap up. And this part you just have to fold it up and collapse it. Now we have this section over here and you just have to fold this down like so. And this part just fold it over and collapse it. Now just have to fold this down, and that is your landing gear. Alright, let's return here and fold this out. Yeah, and let's see, so we just have to fold this up, do a pedal fold, and that's going to be the color changing cockpit. And fold this over, wrap it around, and fold this flap over, reinforce the creases you made. Alright, we have one issue that needs to be dealt with, and that is, alright, let's fold these over first. And this part you just fold it up, and here you have this flap and just have to pull it around, and this part just goes here. Yeah, it should look like this. And this tip, it just go right in here, and this part goes down, and this part again and reinforce the creases you made, and get in. Let's see, yeah, this is your front landing gear, and yeah, fold these over and return to this step, and fold this tip down there, and fold this up, and here fold this one up, revealing this, and fold it over like so. Alright, pull this flap up, pull this over and collapse it. Yeah, and fold this flap down. Same for the other. And reinforce the crease. Alright, and here you also have these flaps, and you just have to fold them like this. And same for the other side. Yeah, this can actually help you lock this layer with this layer by just wrap it around like so. Oops. Yeah, just place it in. Reinforce the creases you made, and same for the other side. This is what you get, and place them in the sockets, and same for the other. Alright, let's do a jet fold, I suppose. Yeah, although this is not the final step, it just makes life a lot easier. Yeah, before things get really hard. Yeah, just pinch this part and now start to find your reference here. Yeah, it should be like this. This is your reference. Yeah, it should look like this. And then let's see, yeah, it should be like this on one side, and let's repeat on the other. Let's adjust it. Hope this works. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, this is really hard simply because it has a lot of layers. Not because this step itself is tricky, it's just there are too many layers. Alright, let's continue. And now what you're gonna do is just unfold everything you have done. This is just a reference fold for later final steps of this jet. And you're here now, and let's see, you just have to fold this down first, and then this part gets in like so, and fold this up. Yeah, this is what you have, and then this is like this. Yeah, and fold this down. Yeah, let's reinforce the creases. It's getting real messy out here because of the layers getting real thick. Come on. And now you just have to fold this up, and this part you also fold it up like so. Yeah, and you should notice that here we have this lines being matched up, and collapse it. And this part fold it like so. Now repeat on the other side. Yeah, this is what you get now. Yeah, and let's see, fold this flaps in like so, and reinforce the creases you made, and then fold this out as long as it makes you comfortable. Yeah, I'll just prefer just landing this point right at this line, and same for the other side. That's the canards. Yeah, let's reinforce the crease, and now just have to follow this line right here, and come on. Oops. Yeah, just fold this in like so, and collapse it. And on this side it should look like this. Yeah, it's being extended, and fold this down and repeat on the other side. And let's see, oops, come on. Yeah, this step can be a little bit tricky here. Yeah, you have your canards. Maybe you should adjust the other side a little bit to make them symmetrical. Oops. Come on. Alright, we're here now, and you also have these flaps over here, and what you're gonna do is just wrap this around, fold this over, and see, yeah, wrap it around like so. Yeah, it should look like this. And repeat on the other side. Yeah. Reinforce the creases you made. Like so. And you can also check the symmetricity here. Alright. So let's continue. Just have to fold this over, and this should cover this part somehow. And this part, you just fold them in. And this part, fold it in like so. And again, fold them over. But actually here, I don't really suggest you fold this like this tight. This part I suggest you just leave some gap over here and fold this in. Yeah, leave a gap here. Or it'll have a really high tendency to tear in the front. Yeah. And this part, fold it down. And then you can fold them over. But now we'll just leave it here. And we still have some other steps that need to be dealt with. And that is, first you have to check that if this part are perfectly locked. Layers. And then you should notice that you have this section and you just have to fold this all the way up. First. And then unfold it and fold this one up like so, right at this intersection. Reinforce the crease, unfold it, and now let's fold our wings up and canards up. This also makes life a lot easier, or it will be painful. Yeah. It's like this now. Turn, repeat on the other. Yeah, just make sure that you get things symmetrical. It's like this now. Reinforce the crease you made, and this part actually matches up. And let's see, unfold it. Yeah. And you should notice that you also have this crease, and what you're gonna do is after folding this up, and you just fold it down right at this intersection. Yeah, as you can see here. Yeah. And same for the other side. Let's see. should look like this on the other side. Reinforce the crease. Alright, and now you just have to follow this line right here and fold this all the way down like so. And same for the other side, like this. And you should also notice that here you actually locked these flaps underneath, and by the way, just have to, let's see, yeah, fold your missile racks and just make sure that they parallel with the fuselage. And let's continue like so. And here again, make sure that things gets parallel, and again fold it up. Just make sure that everything lines up and parallel. Oh, come on. Again, don't forget to check the symmetricity. Alright. And after doing so, you just have to, come on. Fold this right in. And fold this over, and this part fold it in, and this part pull it over like so, and this part you also fold it in, and wrap it around. And make sure that you have things parallel. And this part, fold it down to lock it. And this part. And this part. Yeah. These are the missile racks. Yeah. Again, reinforce the creases you made. Oops. And let's repeat on the other side. Open this up and fold this over, and this part you just pull it over like so, and this part just open it up and wrap it around, let it get in. It should look like this. And again, you have to make sure everything is parallel. Yeah. And again, adjust it. This part again. Fold it over like so. So your missile rack can just, wiggle around. And then you can grab some tools, curve it up a little bit so you can actually make the engine pods a lot easier to make. Yeah, and this part, same. Yeah. And now let's continue to fold. You have to divide this in 4 parts that are the same, just like the Typhoon. Yeah. Come on. And fold this over. And unfold it. Same for the other. And fold this up like so. And fold this one over. And come on, wrap it around. And same for the other side. Like so. Yeah, this is what you get now. Alright, I think it's time to jet for real. Come on. Yeah, it should be like this now. And let's see, right, fold this over. Oh God. Jeez. Yeah, it should be like this now. And fold them up. Fold them up. Yeah, and it's now like this, and let's fold this up. Tail fin, and rise it up. Come on. Yeah, almost like this. Yeah, and this is what you get now. And let's adjust this a little bit. Make sure that you have all the creases being made firmly. And everything stays flat. Alright. Now we're going to lock the plane. First, open this up, and this part, wrap it around like so. Yeah, and then just do it again and fold this all the way up, and this part fold it down And let's see, just keep them wrapped around, and yeah, it should look like this now. And let's start shaping. Basically just stuff this in. While you collapse these parts. Yeah, this step is basically the same as the Eurofighter Typhoon. Yeah, you just pile this open first, and then you place this layer right in there. Get in there. Come on. Don't make this too hard for me. And let's see, here you just have to adjust this part. Yeah. And this is what you get for now. Reinforce the crease you made. Let's repeat on the other side. You'll just have to get this layer in. Oh, come on. And just keep moving. Yeah, it should look like this now, and adjust this a little bit. And here, yeah, just keep shaping it. Yeah, some tools really help. And this part, reinforce it. And let's adjust the rear to make the afterburners a lot more rounded. Yeah. So you can make the plane a lot more realistic and looks better. Yeah, this is what you have now. Yeah, you can see the see-through engine pods. And just some small issues here. Smooth things. Yeah. Alright. Now we just have the Sphinx in flight mode. Yeah, just adjust some other issues here. Yeah. Fold the pylons down. Yeah, you just get it in flight mode. Yay. And for parking mode, you just open this up. This is the nose landing gear. Oops. Holy hell. Yeah, just fold this out, and this part is out. That sort of tuning should not happen. It's just an accident. And and fold this down. Landing gears, rear ones. Yeah. And this is parking mode.